Well, we are back. Today is Tuesday, July 28th. The month is almost over, 2026. And we would like to welcome everyone to After the Buzzer. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone, including all the trolls and haters out there. Yes, I do get a lot of delayed troll hater stuff, but that's okay. I do this for me and the few people that actually watch it that like this thing. So, excuse me, when I drink my Coke Zero. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody survived the weekend. All that hot weather we had out there. What up? There he is. There is the man himself, Bando International. And I hope everybody had a great weekend. I heard they had a big turnout at an official this weekend for a Mech Day. If you missed it, like I did, well, I did it because I was a dumbass. And still trying to get this. What's up, Zoe? How you doing? Good morning, girl. Man, congratulations, man. I know that win down at San Antonio was a big deal for you, and I'm really happy for you. But let me give a quick. My fashion statement. I had a throwback today. I'm being lazy and couldn't dig out new stuff, so I'm wearing my Welch hoodie, my little leopard print Welch hoodie. The hood, long sleeve, light, breathable. It's wonderful. Yeah, you was busy in the shop, so you say. Well, it's kind of hard to be busy when you crash your computer. I hope you got that fixed by now, Matt. You? I hope so. But official had a big turnout for Mech Day. They're getting ready for the ICPLs, the Pittsburgh City Open and all that good stuff. So I hope everybody that had a chance to go out there did. And I hope everybody that didn't. Yeah, that's the thing. As always says, hey, good morning, Tim. I love this statement right here by little Zoe right there, man. Bango. She says, I am so proud of all the lines, regardless of the placement. That's because you're still doing it for the right reasons, right? You're doing it because it's fun. You're trying to get better. You're trying to hang out with your friends. Look, for me, all the memories I have of paintball, all the really good ones, most of them take place off the field. I can remember a few wins, and believe me, I've only had a few. I can remember all the heartbreaking losses, but all the good stories in paintball all start with, there I was. And most of the time, it's not on the field. Sure, when you're standing around the pitch, you tell stories on the field. But when you're sitting around talking to all your friends, mostly you're telling the stories of what happened in the road trips and the hotels and the restaurants, and those are the good ones. Let's see here. Good morning, Gene. How you doing? Well, I hope so, Matthew. I hope that Bondo International is up and running tomorrow. If anybody has been placing orders with Bondo International and you're wondering what's going on, the shipping, the replies, and everything, he's trying to run it off his phone right now, which is, if you've never run a business before, trying to run it off your phone is a nightmare. So, words of advice: if you're going to get into the business, there he is, folks. The man, the myth. He is a legend, and he is probably one of the nicest guys in paintball, contrary to what you may think on air. Chris Lasoya and my brother, man, I hope you are doing well out there in Florida. Good morning, Miss Kelly. How you doing? Man, I can tell you right now, I could tell you so many stories about how cool Chris Lasoya is, but it would probably ruin his bad guy reputation, so I'll just keep him to myself. Say, don't believe him. He is absolutely a gem. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope. Oh, good morning, Sean. How you doing, brother? I hope that everybody understands that as we enter the dog days of summer, playtime around here is going to get a little thin, right? So you got to go out and practice. You got to practice like you play. Oh, what's up? Good morning, Mr. Lockwood. How you doing? Congratulations on your win as well at San Antonio, man. Man, all right, Chris, there you go. There's another one of those many legions of fans that are chasing a Chris Lasoya worn jersey. Uh, I don't know. Chris might make that happen. He still plays, man. I mean, he's still out there killing people left and right. Doing what legends do, showing up, showing out. Just don't take your girlfriend around him because the man is still an animal with the ladies. What up? Good morning. Look at here. That's my twin. What up? Happy TCOB Tuesday. That's right. We taking care of business on this day. That is my twin, my brother right there. So, as we always do, oh, what do you have the biggest collection of? The biggest collection of jerseys? Ooh, I don't know if you want to make that bet, Mr. Bondo. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Good morning from the Great White North. How you doing up there, brother? But we always like to say, first off, we like to thank everybody for coming in. Probably if you're just JT's only, yeah, you probably got me beat because I've only got probably 100 or so. But you think you beat me, huh? Well, I guess we'll have to find out now. But as we do, we like to say thank you to everybody that tunes into the show, whether you watch it for 10 seconds or 10 minutes or all the way through. Hey, thank you so much. Make the algorithm love us. We're trying to get out there and get as many people in our region as we can. Yeah, it would be nice to go all over the country. It'd be nice to create viral moments and all that. But you know what? We don't do this for any other reason than we enjoy it. We're not in it for the clicks or the money. We're just in it just so that we can say, hey, maybe you get a piece of information that you don't have. So that being the case, and in a way to try to make this more as much of your show as it is everybody else, starting next week. Well, we're going to start now, but it won't happen until next week. We're going to have a little thing that Ryan Pablito from the USXBL came up with, Robert Schrantz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow everybody you can either put it in the show here, or you can DM me, or you can post it up on any one of my things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clip it out, a subject that you think I should rant about, like what's wrong with paintball or what's right with paintball. Now, I will take all those. I will clip them all up. I will put them in a thing, and I will draw one out. And every week, assuming we have enough subjects to go over, I will draw one out and I will rant on it for 5, 10, or whatever until I just run out of stuff to say about it. Off the cuff, no prepared things. I'm just going to go give you my straight up opinion. Now, I may not rant in the favor. Well, that one will definitely go into the thing. But again, you may not like my opinion, but I will give you my take on stuff. I will definitely clip that and put it in the bowl to draw from next week. But I will just give you my opinion, and we will get feedback from you, and you're entitled to your opinion. I won't edit your opinion. If it differs, I'm not here to silence anybody and like mine. Good morning, Mr. Jonathan. How is everything out there in the great FLA? I hope it's doing good. But, we want everything. I mean, every subject, anything paintball related. Again, like he wants to talk about, hey, reffing. Hey, well, what about this? Well, what about the price of rice in China and stuff? Hold on, let me see here. Let me clip this so I can read it. I got one. How did Hydra become the brand they are? And is it time to consider them the premier soft goods company in paintball? Well, that will definitely go in there. Absolutely. And like I said, every week, and I'm not going to empty it from week to week, so you don't have to keep putting it in there. If your subject will stay, it will stay in there. Yeah, Zoe, I'll send you a message after this. Maybe one day here real soon, maybe in the next week or two, maybe we can bring you on the show and we can just chop it up a little bit And again, that's some things I want to do. I want people that are going to be available. And I know it's a really weird time for most people at work to get on here and, chop it up. But that's the direction the show is moving, is into a ability to bring in people and talk about these said subjects. One will take one side. I will automatically take the opposite side just to give a contentious thing so we can talk about things. But until then, Robert's Rants will be starting next week. And I hope everybody has something that you want to talk about. And again, you can always DM me like, hey, put this in the bowl to draw from. We'll figure it out. I would think it'd be a great thing. Changing my whole schedule for me. Now, see right there? Wham. That's what I'm talking about right there. Changing my whole schedule. Oh, we're going to get the show canceled. No, we won't. Clear my whole schedule for you. Oh, my God. Well, clear it up, girl. We're going to make all this happen. And we're not going to get the show canceled because, there's very few rules here. It just, in the lives, especially on YouTube, you can't cuss. They just don't like it. They're a family-oriented company. And so, or at least that's in the description anyway. But anything else is pretty much fair game. And again, we are on the Major League Paintball Network, episode number, I think 6 now. Ooh. They hadn't kicked me off yet, and I've been kind of critical of them. So again, no matter what happens, we're going to stay right here until they make us leave or until whatever happens. But again, like I said, we like to say thank you to everybody that watches this live, watches it later, watches some of the clips that I get put in there. I'm going to try to get better about putting clips up on my Facebook page so that people can get little certain snippets of it. But we'll see, right? Also, we like to thank the people that back this show. And again, there is no tit for tat, no money, no nothing like that, no monetary gain. I just like to thank friends of the show. Now, I will say this. I've asked a few people, not many, but I've asked a few people for a transparent logo of their show, right? Like, hey, can you give me a clear logo? So, boom. Things like, oh, look at the top of the thing. It says, hey, there's Wells Clothing, right? And I would like to see like things like this show up. So maybe if you want to be featured on the show a little bit and you have a clear, transparent logo, reach out to me. We'll figure out a way to make it happen, right? And if I ask you for a logo, I'm not going to mention your name, Bondo, and you haven't gotten it to me yet, shame on you, right? With what computer, he says. Always with the excuses. But there are people that back this show, like Wells Clothing, the USXBL, the greatest show on turf, and the championships are just right around the corner, man. It's not that long. It seems like long, couple months. How are we doing? There's the man, the myth himself, Mr. Ryan Pablito. Hey, we're doing great out here. I hope you're doing well and recovering after the WC. And man, if you want to get trading cards, if you need a pack of trading cards, that's trading cards right there. Paintball trading cards. That's the man right there. That's the one that can make it happen. The USXBL is the greatest show on turf. The Hinmans, Mike and Tracy, they do it for the love of the game, right? They do it. Yeah, I imagine so. I heard you on the, let's see, this year you've done a little Texas, you've done a little Florida, now you've done a little WC. You're just kind of doing it all, right? On the mic and off. But Mike and Tracy do it for the love of the game. They drive so many miles. And again, think about this. You got the arenas you run in California. Then you got the WC, the US Texas, US Florida. Then you got LA Collision. Then you got all the Collision sub teams that he coaches. I don't know how they do it, but God bless them and thank you for that. Also, ASC Action Scenario Events, the greatest show in the woods. Man, if you like to play that you do that, role play, if you like to dress up like Army or cosplay or whatever, or if you just like to go out in the woods and shoot people and sneak up on people and play ninja, that's the one, right? Over 15,000 miles. Jesus. That's a lot. I can remember back in the day when I thought I was gonna, rule the world of paintball, and I was traveling all over the country and all over the world. I clocked in those kind of miles, and trust me, if nothing else, the plane rides and the car rides and stuff, and the hotel stays, they'll kick your butt really bad. XTPL, local tournament series. I know you gotta love it. Champs, Challengers, and Hardpoint coming up real soon. We'll talk about. So check out that place, right? WelchClothing.com. Every Wednesday is Welch Wednesday, and the first Wednesday of every month, which I believe is next Wednesday, they drop new products, and they go fast. They go super fast. So 5:00, I believe, on Wednesday evening, if you're Central Standard Time. Good morning, the most dangerous man in paintball checking in, Mr. Chuck Niggle. How you doing, Chucky? Good to see you here. You might want to be right there, Johnny, on the spot if you want to get you something in your size. And you'd think with all the Welch stuff that I have, and I have a lot. God, I have a lot. Every now and then I miss it, and I miss out on stuff my size. I missed out on a couple things. Let's see here. Gonna try and throw my hat into the ring for the XTPO. Want to build a camp I can coach out of Austin with the fit standards. Yeah, because you're not busy. But how the hell are you going to coach a team full time with the practice schedule you have? I mean, more power to you, but I don't know. Maybe I should throw my hat in the ring and try to build a team to coach. I probably have a stress attack though, because I like winning. Also, 30 by Design. Check out Jimmy Bearden at every event around you. And even if you like Pokemon, he has Pokemon cards. And the retarded thing about it is, this dang boy got me collecting, I don't know. He's got me picking up cards for him, Pokemon sets, boxes and boxes of stuff. I got drawers full of this stuff for him because he can't find it. He's busy, so I grab stuff for him too. Good morning, Mars. How you doing? See, that is the dream one day, running a team and winning at Cup. Yes, that is the dream. I mean, we all play paintball, right? And we all want to stand on the grandest stage there is for our sport. It's not the Super Bowl. It's not the World Series. It's not the NBA Finals. It's not the Olympics or the World Cup of soccer. But for us, that one match, that one set, standing on that stage at Cup, saying at that moment in time, right there, you are the best in the world at what you do in your division. And there can be only one, right? I mean, that's... Hey, Cameron, how you doing? I'm doing all right, Mars. I mean, I'm still here. So, question for you while I read off the rest of these names here real quick. But the question is, if you could only pick one, would you rather win World Cup in your division, whatever, just the event, or would you rather win your division series for that same year? Would you rather be the world champ? Would you rather win Cup or would you rather be the series champ? Which one is the bigger win? I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, you got Mars watching the show. Well, okay. Let's see here. So that's the question. Which would you rather do? Would you rather win Cup or would you rather win the series for the year? Just a question. Also, Hydra.fit, get out there. Good morning. Good morning. She says, Cup, it's indescribable to be up on that stage, and I want it again. Well, when you win the series, you get on the stage too, so I don't know. Most consistent over a year or just a one-off? I don't know. Everybody's a little different, and there's no wrong answers here, just so you know. There's no wrong answers. Whatever you want is what you want, and I support that. But Hydro.fit, get over and get you some crash elbow pads, some knee pads. Yes, they did. And there's always going to be those overachievers. Lucky boys, I tell you. But when you put in the work, it's not luck. When you put in the work, you win, That's just, you got to put it in. And even if you put it in, right? Both of them. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That goes to show you how greedy paintball players are. Given a choice of one or the other, everyone says both. It's amazing, right? But get you some knee pads, get you some elbow pads, go check it out. What's up, Mr. Bob? How you doing, brother? Check out their jerseys they got, the new headgear, the Hydro mask. And man, those Hydro masks are nice. I got several of them around here somewhere. But they're really nice. But go check them out, right? Cup is teams from literally everywhere. Feel like it's way more of a challenge than doing the local series. No hate to anyone. It's just hard work regardless. And again, there are no wrong answers here. Honestly, I'm kind of in the same boat with you. I would kind of like if, you could win the NXL series, but I don't feel like the NXL promotes series winners as much as they do Cup winners, and let's face it. Look, we're all basically a little bit of an egomaniac, right? Let's see here. World Cup is such a hard event. Everyone shows up. Nothing like winning it. Still trying to get back there. Yeah, exactly. But we're all egomaniacs. We all do this because we're driven by wanting to be the best. We want to dominate other people. We can hug them afterwards, but we want to win. So standing on that stage, even if it's just for that one day, for that few moments, and just sucking it all in. Yeah, I believe it. That's where I'm at too. Also, while you're out and shopping for all your good paintball needs, check out Mason's Paintball, masonspb.com. They got everything you need over there. They got so many markers to choose from. If you can't find something there, just give it up. I hear that they're playing laser tag down the road. Fuego, custom printing. Print on metal, tile, ceramic, wood. Get yourself a little Pokemon card made for just you with your little cartoon picture on it. They can do it all at Fuego Custom Printing. And last but not least, in the ones that's there, is Mr. Who is it? Oh, who is it? What is it? It is Mr. BondoInternational.com. Even though right now he is struggling because he doesn't have his computer. Back in our day, we just had a pencil and paper. We could do stuff without having a computer to track everything. I'm just saying. Technology. Anybody need some Whataburger numbers? I got like a gazillion of them. Look at this. Oh, you can't even see them all. Look at this. Oh my God. If you need Whataburger numbers, I got them. Let's see here. The USXBL, the best playing series, played in XL, PSP, and USXBL, AXBL. Yeah. I've played them all too, man. See now, I done turned your girl against you. See, get on with it. Get the pen and paper. But check out Bondo International. Get you some one-off jerseys. Right now, he does a lot of collabs. A lot of people from Violence to the Midwest Mob. Everybody. He just collabs with anybody. And if you have a small paintball brand and you want to do a collab with Bondo, hit him up. We did the Overshoot Everyone shirts, very limited, very hard to come by. Very, very hard to come by. But they are very cool shirts also. Also, we like to thank all the places that allow us to come play, like Paintball Fit, our mecca up here in North Texas. Again, couldn't do it without Fit. Official paintball games of Texas, my first home away from home for Woods, Mounds, Hyperball. Love the place. Avid, both extreme north and south. In Guthrie and in Newcastle with the best grass in Oklahoma down there in Newcastle. If you're in the Oklahoma area, the North Oklahoma area, all the way up into Kansas and area, that's where you want to go play. Check them out. And of course, Giant, home of Cosmic Paintball out there in Murphy. Right. Ooh. I would love to do a BCIT collab. The problem is, what do you mean? You'll go about like this? Ah, yeah. See, that's another reason I wear this thing, because the glare blinds the camera. But I kind of screwed up many years ago when BCIT was started. You know, the only way you could get BCIT stuff, right, is that you had to earn it. It wasn't for sale. It's been expensive out of my pocket for a long time. And now I can't sell any BCIT merchandise because it kind of negates everybody that earned it and makes them like, well, you know, if I could just buy it, you know, it eliminates the cool factor if there is a cool factor on it. But might do some support gear, Bondo. Need to come up with some ideas. The Hustle King thing. I don't own Hustle Kings. I do support the Hustle Kings, but I'll reach out to the people that do, and maybe we can make something happen. That seems like that'd be a pretty good idea. I love the brand, just the name alone, Hustle Kings. I mean, it says it all right there. And again, we are the better HK. Womp, 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 womp. I said it. I actually wore a massive Hustle King shirt into the HK booth at one of the events in XL, Texas one year. I was not received as well as you would expect. But let's see what's coming up here. Oh, August the 15th and 16th, XTPL Events presents. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, see this right here? Definitely a cool factor earning a BCIT title. Yes, it is. And you have to earn it. And it's almost impossible because, again, it can't be just something where there's no refs or no one's paying attention to you or nothing like that. You got to beat you got to beat a quality ref in a quality tournament. I got to see it. I got to see it live. And it doesn't matter who else sees it, as long as you beat the refs. And then I got to deem it worthy. And I will say this. It doesn't matter who you are, whether I know you really well or I don't know you at all, whether I like you or whether we're just not that cool with each other. If you are one of the family, you are one of the family. I don't play favorites. I don't play politics or sides. I don't do that. So if you see somebody out there, know they earned it. Yeah, well, it's probably some Temu generic BCIT if you earned it during a practice. I'm just saying. But that's just how it goes, right? So, but I appreciate the kind words, Chuck. You're winning hard point. Well, there might be a little slight catch in your giddy up there. There might be somebody on the other side of that equation put the brakes on you. Not saying who it is, but you never know. But August 16th and 15th, 16th, it is the XTPL events, Champs Challengers. Champs, you can have one champion, which is a pro, a semi-pro, one. Everyone else must be D3 and below. Right? Ooh, this right here, BCIT for the newbies. Okay, well, let me explain this. Back when dinosaurs ruled the world, BKIT, the best kids in Texas, back when they were actually kids, was just becoming a thing. And this is back when PB Nation and a long defunct thing called Flag Station was around. Now, Flag Station was similar to PB Nation, but it was local. And you badmouthed everybody that, you know, was cheaters. You badmouthed people that tried to play rookie for more than a year. You badmouth, you know, it was just one of those things. Well, there was a man named Mark Driggers from the Skankin' Pickles. There was a man named Colt Roberts. from every good team in the world. Oh, let me see what this says. Best cheaters, someone. Over and over again. That's right. And Colt Roberts, and then myself. And Colt was being called a cheater or something because we made, back in the day, instead of making your little avatars, you made little gifts. Well, we went and filmed one with Colt crawling in the snake. He gets shot in the goggles point blank, and it's just this, you can't see nothing but him. It goes whack, and you just see him wipe it off like that. Well, it blew up. It went viral. Everybody's like, oh, y'all the cheaters. And we decided us three were going to be the best cheaters in Texas. We kind of leaned into it in a fun kind of way. Well, come see, come saw, everybody just assumed anytime that I won or they won, it was the reason you won was because y'all cheated. We kind of leaned into it. Let's see here. What does Chuck got to say? Exactly, right there. That's the whole thing. So I kind of leaned into it. Well, then it turned into a thing to where refs decided that they were going to catch me because I kind of publicized it, and I went and trademarked everything and got it licensed and everything. So I owned it. And I thought it was kind of funny that I would go out and, give out these awards for people who cheated that I knew cheated, and I caught them cheating. And it's just kind of went into a thing to where it became not a movement or a tidal wave or nothing, but there was a good groundswell. And so over the years, it started out with barrel sleeves, the little things you slide on your barrels. Then there's been flasks and barrel covers and jerseys and just all sorts of things that's been manufactured. So depending on what I had at the time, where you were and all this, there's levels to it, right? But it is definitely a club that we all admit that, we cheat, I'll tell you right now, if we're playing in a tournament and the opportunity arises and I can get away with something shady to win, I will do it. Now, will I cheat you at practice? No, I'm not lame, but I will cheat you in a tournament. But I will tell you I cheated you. I will hug you later or take a punch, whatever, because I figured it out. There's only two kind of people that play paintball. There's cheaters, and then those who lie and say they don't. Let's see here. Someone who does meet in is not from Texas. I didn't know BCIT and was so thankful for the explanation. Well, there you go. As long as it's been around, and it was actually in the paintball dictionary, HK and BCIT were both in the paintball dictionary published by Paintball 2 Extremes. And it said a loose confederation of players and bandits who are detrimental to the sport of paintball. Well, I think HK did pretty good. They've blown up and become a national brand. And I don't think people think they're detrimental to the sport anymore. And, well, So, I don't think I'm doing too bad either. I just stand around. I'm like the cockroaches in nuclear war. I'm going to be the only thing left around. So you can't buy it. I've had people offer me large amounts of money, 100, 150 bucks for, smaller items. And while I would probably do okay, I could probably make some stuff and sell it and it would be cool and stuff. I just didn't. And I still don't think it's a good idea to sell it. I think it's just something that sometimes traditions have to stay traditions, and under no circumstances should they be done. But maybe if me and Bondo can come up with something cool, maybe we can do some support gear. Like if you've ever been in the biker culture, you can't wear Hell's Angels colors, but you can wear a shirt that says support your local Hell's Angel. Maybe something along those lines. I would like to do that. So, but we'll see. What do y'all think? But at the XTPL and the champs and challengers, again, champs, one champion, one of the fit guys, one of them. Let's see who there's going to be there. Let's see. We're going to have Kyle Spica there. Ryan Greenspan's going to be there. All the fit guys will be there, as well as Ronnie Dizon, great player. So maybe you get on one of those teams with them if you can figure it out. Challengers, no X ball wins. Period. You can have one player, D3 or below, that has an X ball win, but just one. And that way, right? So for 20 years trying to earn it, I just can't be so solid. Well, you kind of go in and out of the field so much, you're here for a little while, then you're gone for a couple of years, you're back and stuff. Yeah, could do a small thing, give everybody that's, past winners a chance to maybe tune up and give back a little. Maybe. I don't know. That's a pretty good idea, Chuck. That'd be cool. But so challengers, that's what it is. It's X ball. If you hadn't got a win, both those take place on Saturday, as well as the 3-man and 3-man beginners. If you're a beginner, it means true beginner. $125, get you a rental, get you all your paint, get you all your gear, right? So bingo, that would be good. Then on Sunday, hard point. And that everybody knows what that is. You pay your money, you get drafted to a team, you get a pro, sometimes two, and you go out there, you play hard point, you hit the buzzer. If you get shot, you get out, the next person comes right on. It's done by overall accumulated time of control of the clock. But there will be, again, Kyle Spica, Ryan Greenspan, Ronnie Dizon, all the fit guys. So maybe you have a chance to play with Ronnie Dizon. Maybe you get a chance to shoot Ryan Greenspan in the face. I don't know. That seemed like that would be worth what it costs to play just by itself. But you never know. So if you want to do that, check it out. Go sign up right now. XTPL events. You can sign up on hydra.fit. Make sure if you want to play with someone like Bondo International, or if you want to play like the Shut Up guys, they come as a group sometimes, or you can play with your whole team, right? Everybody. Oh, I know. What's up, Julian? Got my style going on today. So if you make sure if you want to play with your friends or your teammates, make sure in the comment box, draft with blah, 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 or team, whatever, right? Uh-oh. Smoke will be there with Jesse. Now, see, Jesus. That's a team right there. Man, Jesse coming in with Smoke. That's going to be good. If y'all don't know Jesse Stevens. So that's a good thing. That's coming up. Then on September 17th and the 20th, the NXL returns to Texas. Team Kill Greenspan. You can get your shot. Hold on. Oh, this is awesome right here. Team Kill Greenspan, so you can get your say you shot a pro. Yeah, I got that figured. Don't tempt me, baby. Don't tempt me, please. That would be amazing. Oh, that would be hilarious, right? Not that I'm encouraging anyone to do that. But the NXL does return to Texas and Garland at Duck Creek, right? Everybody get your team together, get ready to go out there and show out and show off for Texas and show them why Texas is the Mecca. I expect in our home thing, right? Oh, no, Justin. Stop it. I expect all the Texas teams to be on the podium, thick as ticks in there, right? We can't let this happen. And this year, we're not having any rain. We're not allowing it. Rain's not allowed. It's been barred from attending. So make sure you get your team signed up. And I think what's it say? Greenspan says that all the time to shoot the other pros. Oh, good morning. There he is, Mr. Ryan Sexton from the great Northwest up there. in Doodlebug Sports, as well as the owner, producer, and head writer for ASC Action Scenario Events. So if you want to make sure you want to come to October, you want to come to the brand, which is coming up next, October the 3rd, ASC, 3rd and 4th. ASC presents the brand at Avid Extreme Sports Park North in Guthrie, Oklahoma, right outside Oklahoma City. If you're going to join the blue team, you have their general commander or whoever, David Horse, and then you got his cohorts, Connor McReynolds and Chris Cole of One Step Paintball. Oh, good morning, Tanner. What's up? What's this one? Oh, I don't even know about none of that. But that's who you're going to be if you want to join the losing team. You join the blue team, you're guaranteed a loss, but you get you get consoled by a bunch of sugar-free cookies, right? The consolation prize. You get all the sugar-free cookies you can eat because that's all they're worth. But if you want to be a winner, and again, I believe the 4-6s Ranch in Texas is what, 3 times now? Maybe Ryan can correct me. They going for the 3rd win or 4th win, something like that. I mean, in a row, we're just dominating that field. The red team, and it is run by Jonathan Seal of the Aztecs. XO'd by who? The 2-step champ and the brigade commander, Phil Ramirez of Team Cobra. So you put the Aztecs and Cobras together, and then you insert the loudest mouth in Texas. Moi. I'm pretty sure we're gonna roll to victory pretty easy. Oh yeah, they got sugar-free cookies, and it's not even the good sugar-free cookies, if there is such a thing. I mean, that's what they get, I mean, the red team has adult beverages of all shapes and sizes. Half the people are drunk. It's ridiculous. It's a fun party. Oh, PSA: if you do come to the brand and you're there Saturday night after America's Got Talent show, or well, Avid's Got Talent, and it's an adult, it's not kid safe, so I'd use your self-discretion. But if you're thinking, hey, I'm going to walk around and talk to all the people that are camping out and everything like that, and the Aztecs invite you over to have a drink, you're cool. But if they hand you a skull and they say, drink from the skull, and you get your pin, consider it very, very, very carefully. Is that pin worth the risk? Will it kill you? Probably not. But will you be obnoxiously drunk off your ass, hung over the next day, miss most of the day playing, and maybe wake up with your eyebrows shaved off or your butt waxed? Yeah, there's a good chance. So beware the Aztecs and the skull. That's all I'm going to say. That's all we need to talk about. But that is October 3rd and 4th, the first weekend in October, the brand at Avid Extreme Sports Park North. October 17th and 18th, the USXBL Texas returns. Oh, the week before that, October 10th and 11th, the USXBL Florida. All you Florida teams out there. They're bringing back the lip sync battle. Man, not safe for work, or children, but man. Well, how much do you have to drink? Well, to get the pin, you have to take a long pull, like a chug. I mean, you don't have to chug the whole skull, but you have to drink. You can't just sip it. They ain't bitching out like that, right? So, but they're bringing back the lip sync battle. If you've never seen a lip sync battle done by a drunken bunch of rednecks and paintball players that are dressed up, there you go. They just keep pouring. Ryan got his pin, and they took it easy on him. But he also knows they've been around. He's been around a while when some of the people that it didn't take easy on. Like I said, if you start seeing people break out the wax, But October 17th and 18th, the USXBO returns to Texas for the championships. Man, and there's so much money on the line. In Elite alone, there's $12,000. Boom, just for the season championship. Then you got the money for that, so it could be up to $18,000 right there if you win the event. And who's in place front runner right now? The Gunners, right? But everything is so close. There's like 5 teams still in the hunt. And again, after the last event, we saw balls out, we saw TKO, we saw no smoke, all drop kind of lower than normal, than we're used to seeing them, right? Boom. That opened up the door for everybody. So, man, I mean, it's still wide open for the big money. So make sure you get your teams together, get signed up. 3-man will be returning for D6. And we'll move on with that. All right, let's talk about what's happening in the tournament scene. Well, number one, we were just talking about Jesse Stevens a while ago. Well, Jesse Stevens, the Ironman, out of Louisiana, basically, from what I hear from him and others, is when all the LAX kids first started back in the day, he had a hold of them, got them to where they are. He now currently a coach for the Gunners, right? He plays for the Ironman, and his team, the TJ Bastards, just won the WCPPL. Now, Jesse Stevens, being a pro player for the Ironman, but they were coached by Kyle Spica. So that's a pretty good crew right there. And they're back-to-back winners now that LA Collision is not playing the WC anymore because they're a pro team now. And they pointed out. But again, congratulations to Jesse. He sent me the picture of the trophy. Man, I told everybody a while back, don't sleep on this guy. He's a great coach. He's a great player. Gets overlooked a lot. I don't know why that is, but great coach, great player. And they went undefeated in the WC. And that's a hard thing to do. Regime was the number 2 team coming out of there. They only lost 2 games, one in the prelim, and of course the one in the finals to the TJ Bastards, both games. They're pretty good. And they don't play for 3rd and 4th, but they have consolation games. Grind City beat Iconic. That's Thomas Taylor's squad. So again, there's a lot of good stuff out there in the WC. They do it a little different out there, and I don't know. I like it. I think everybody, if you get a chance, you should go play a WC just because, right? In D3 X Ball, number 1 was the Cobras over Supreme, 3-2. And the consolation round, one of the better teams, the Lost Dutchman. Good morning, Chris. How you doing, brother? What up, Lucas? One of our local guys that plays the Beefy Boys, Angel Alarcon. I cannot pronounce his last name. Alarcon. Angel for the Beefy Boys. Sorry, Angel. Lost, but they were still there. They were in the top 4, and they lost to LA Collision number 2 with Abel Cavillo leading that squad. So good job, everybody there in D3 X Ball. Interesting note was, as of last year, everybody remembers Protocol and some of the big brouhaha that started up with their team owner, and they were kind of winning a lot. Well, Protocol gets beat in the quarterfinals by LA Collision. So big difference between winning D5 and trying to get on up there and winning D3, isn't it, fellas? So, boom, boom. For the season in the WC, for those who care, Protocol in D3, Protocol's in 5th with 261. Supreme is in 4th, 271. The OTL Athletics, 272. Tied with the Lost Dutchmans also, but they Lost Dutchmans have won head-to-heads more. So they are at 272. And in first place, LA Collision number 2 at 283. The season is still wide open. in the Premier, which we're hoping to have here in Texas soon. I hope. D4 teams move up to the elite teams. Quit breaking your guys down and letting them play in lower lines. Keep your guys together. Force local events to have bigger divisions, higher ranked divisions. In fourth place with 253.64 Regime. In third place, 273 is Grind City. In second, Thomas Taylor's team at 276 Iconic. And with back-to-back wins in first place, 293, the TJ Bastards. Well, Bondo seems to think it'll happen in 28 at the soonest. Fingers crossed, applesauce, fingers crossed. I don't know. There are things being worked on and discussed and talked about. And again, it's going to wind up coming down to what it always does is, can the division support itself? Now, this is the great thing about having Mike and Tracy here. The Premier Division doesn't have to make a nickel. It just doesn't have to lose money. Right? So they're not out here going, well, we got to have 40 teams and I got to make this amount of money or I got to do. They don't. They just, this is what it costs for the extra field rental. This is what it costs for the extra refs. This is all. This is once it pays for itself, boom, we're off to the races. We're going. We're running. And I think that's good for paintball because, again, it gives people a place to go. Right now, a lot of teams, when they get to be too close to points, either leaving D4 into D3 or going D3 into Premier or whatever, you see lines break down and they'll take a really strong line and they'll break down and make two mediocre lines and bring up some new people so they can continue to play. Well, number one, that doesn't make you better, right? So that can happen. Let's see. Well, and that's the thing right there. And that's the problem. And it's not really a problem because, but again, people start getting close to them points. They start skipping events, whatever. They break their lines down and rearrange them so they'll get less points. And again, this is supposed to be fun. So that's what you're having fun. But if you want to get better, you got to play better. You got to move up. So, and again, I want to remind people about the show, about the new Robert's going to rant things, right? Let's see what she's got to say. Or you're a Colorado team and just sandbagging constantly to be D5 or D4. I'm sad that Colorado is basically stuck in D4 for the highest rank before people move to Texas, Cali, or California. And that's one of the drawbacks right there, What's up, Chris? How you doing? What do you mean was? I'm just messing with Bondo. But that's the sad part about it is if you don't live in one of four places, if you don't live in California, Texas, or Florida, or in the northeast, like New York-ish area, Maryland area, Florida area, all the ones connected close enough to Florida, Texas, which is Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, kind of connected here, or in California, which goes all the way to the West Coast. If you don't live in one of those regions, you might have some players that come out of Nebraska, Colorado, Wyoming, Ohio, but they don't have a place to go because there's not enough of those type players in those regions because they haven't built out the lower divisions so that those people have to move up and get better as it was. New Jersey has a solid PB scene. Yes, they do. And again, but it's one of those regions where the fields have built out tournaments and practice and made it affordable or semi-affordable. And they've supported tournament paintball players for a long time. and it allows people to move up, move up, move up, move up, you know. Man, now see this right here. I will go and on record and say right here that this opportunity, this team presents opportunities throughout the year that nobody else gets. Do you think you're an elite front attacker and you want to play on a semi-pro on an established sponsored team with real coaching? This is your chance to get a chance. I mean, and again, right here, just boom, DM Justin Dolman for details. Well, let me give you some details real quick. I can this, and I don't speak for Justin, but practice, you're covered, right? Your paint bill's covered. Your entry, it's covered. Your gear, pretty much covered too. I mean, you got to get there to the tournament, but that ain't, what's that, right? But you're going to move up faster. Now, don't be afraid. Oh, I'm going to ruin my rank and I'm going to do this and that. You go out there, show off, show out. You got a home. And we all say we do this, we all want to go pro. When I say we, I mean y'all. You want these opportunities. Well, if you feel like you've been held back, here's your chance. All right. Now, just so you know, Dynasty ain't calling up, D3 players, D4 players, whatever, saying, hey, come play for us fully sponsored and we're going to give you a spot and, and roses will fall from the sky. Number one, you're going to have to earn it. So, Dynasty ain't calling, Impact ain't calling, you know who's calling? Elite Audio Video Lighting. So just know you're going to have to get in there. You're going to earn your keep. And you're going to have to make this team better. That's why you're there. You're not there to get a free ride. You're not there because you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. But somebody out there that's listening to this show that will come back and watch the show later, you think you can do that. And if you think you can, reach out to Justin. I like old Gene here. Gene, like, share, and hype the live stream to stir the pot and give everyone a taste. I hope so, man. Justin is a good dude. If you get a chance to take a shot at semi-pro, because again, there's no open doors to pro. I mean, yeah, you might be a Thomas Harrow that gets picked up, but again, Thomas knew the right people was in the right place and he did the right things. Those things are lightning in a bottle. I mean, he happened to play at the field where the Russian Legion coach plays, so they happened to need somebody, and it was just a good fit. And he's proved his worth. So, again, if you think you want to do it, do it. All right. Now then, like I said, remind everybody when you have a subject you want to talk about, like so far, how did Hydra become the brand they are? What are the refs smoking? Again, if you have an issue in paintball or you just want to know something or you just want to talk about something, what bothers you, what's good, what's bad, it doesn't matter. It can be good or bad. You can DM me, right? Well, looky there. Justin Dolman is committed. I hear his next hire is Bob Custer as a coach/scout. Boy, don't hype yourself like that. You go, Bob. Take your shot. But again, any subjects on paintball is not off limits. Just drop me a DM anytime, post on my Facebook page, send me a message, give me a call, whatever. We'll put it in the bowl, we'll draw it, and next week on next week's show, we will talk about it. Right? It'll be great. It'll be awesome. And for everybody that's on here today and y'all didn't, if anybody talks to Bobby Kramer, tell him I'm mad at him. He didn't tune into the show today. But that would be cool. All right. Until next week, I'm going to get off of here right now. I've been kind of talking in circles for a while, but I'm really excited about the next week and the next segment. Zoe, I will reach out to you this week and we'll see if we can't set something up. And everybody else, if you're thinking about maybe wanting to be a guest on the show, hit my DMs. But until next week, thank you all so much for being a part of this one. And I'll see you next time. All right.